Hi, my name is Elisa Redshaw and I own Scrapbook Fantasies in Gladstone, Queensland. This scrap-along video was originally recorded live at the Scrapbook Fantasies Facebook page. If you would like to watch it live and see all of the live comments as discussed in the video, please go to the Scrapbook Fantasies Facebook page. Thank you and enjoy. Right, okay. So hello Trish and Tanya. Sherry, Robin, Di, hello Marie, yes, having a good weekend, hello Astrid, Cheryl, Lee, yes, happy Saturday night, Lee, hello Faye Marie, Carolyn, Fiona, Helen, hello Scrapbook Fantasies, that was me, hello Marlene, Beryl, Dawn, the Crazy Crafters Retreat, hello everybody at Crazy Crafters Retreat, how are you all going?
I just tagged Scrap and Amanda.
Hello Mary and Debbie and Meredith, and there you go. Quentin got to tag Scrap and me, but
it's actually the word.
And hello Quentin.
Good evening everyone.
Okay.
Astrid found it. Oh, we've created something for you too, Cheryl.
Yes.
Have I got one out there?
I don't know. You'll have to go and see. Rightio. I found the photo. I was running a little bit late because I was hunting around for the photo, but it was sitting on top where I'd put it. I was hunting in the tub for the photo, in the tub of doom. So if you missed what we did this week in the Creative Family group with Minte Life Stories, we did 2 pages. And some of my pages don't have photos because I have photos that I can't share. But this one is, I don't want to put the photos out on open Facebook because people will want the photos. Like I have relatives that think they should have the photos that I have, but they're mine. So we did those 2 pages and we made this little card. So that's what we did this week. Oh, look. Maybe I might use one of my windows. Oh, yes. That's the window I was after. Okay. Let's hack this window out. So this is Doors and Windows 1 from Scrap and Me. So we're using Scrap and Me Amidst the Roses tonight. I don't know if there's going to be a kit. Just not sure yet. I've got some trims. I grabbed a heap of bits and pieces from work. And, yeah. My window. I've got a wedding photo. I might have scrapbooked it before. Okay, so with the Scrap and Me Amidst the Roses, so let's pop my fussy cutting in here. Rightio. So with the collection, you can get a collection pack, and it has got I think it's 6 double-sided pieces in it. I'm going to show you what's in there. I'll show you the papers, but the cover sheet is the bonus piece. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the cover sheet has this on the back. We don't have any of that as loose sheets anymore. I don't know if we did for some odd reason. So that is the back of the cover sheet, and it's printed on exactly the same paper as the rest of the collection. And then I'll show you the papers that come in it. Now when you buy a Scrap and Me, I have said this a few times to people, but I don't think everybody's taken notice of me. When you buy, not all the papers are in the pack. So in the pack you get, let's put them in order. So you get paper 1, 2. So this is paper 1, 2. Paper 3, 4. So one side's called 3 and one side's called 4. And then you get paper 5, 6. Beautiful. Paper 7, 8. So Anna that owns Scrap and Me, I'm pretty sure this is how it goes. Anna that owns Scrap and Me paints the images, and Claudia I'm not going to pronounce her last name. I'm not even going to pronounce Anna's last name. Claudia actually, it's Lepolska, I think Anna's last name. So flowers painted by Claudia, and it's SZPUNAR. Yep, I'm not going to be rude and pronounce it wrong. So Claudia designs the paper with Anna's images. Right. So this is 7/8. I like that. And this is 9/10. So you get the cover sheet and those 5. But additional to that, there is always a fussy cut sheet with the collections that's mostly flowers. Or flowers and leaves. So this is the flowers one, but this time Anna and Claudia have put together 2 leaves. So there's leaves 1 and leaves 2. So I have fussy cut, so you can see how much I fussy cut from the flowers, so not even half a sheet, and from the leaves, but I've got a little bit of that still. Yeah, I like puzzles, but I'm not working it out. I've still got a little bit of the leaves that I haven't cut out.
So what leaves was it? Leaves 2?
Leaves 1.
Leaves 1, yeah.
And I have cut a piece out of Windows and Doors 1. I might use that. I forgot to fussy cut it. And this is Windows and Doors 2. So these actually coordinate with all of the collections. You can find something on these Windows and Doors pages to go with every one of their collections. Right. So I'm not going to use that.
Do those leaves go with other packs
Yes.
they have, or does each collection have its own leaves?
Not every collection has leaves. I've had leaves that stand alone before and leaves with collections. So we currently have in stock 1 and 2 for Amidst the Roses, and I think we've got 4 and 5.
Just give me a second, I'll see if I can bring them up on their own. Put up a link.
The leaves go with anything, really. I think they'll go with other brands as well, to be perfectly honest.
There's 4 leaf sheets. I'll just put up a link now for those for you guys.
So where's the piece that I really loved? I really love that.
You can use the leaves just about with any collection.
Yeah, rubber.
An eraser? Probably not, because you've swiped it and not returned it. No, there's one on your desk.
No, it's not. Amelia used it and she hasn't returned it.
That boomerangs. You want to show that whenever you get a chance?
Oh, okay. I've got a piece of bridal white, a piece of bronze glitter, which we call rose gold, and I've got this. This is peppermint from Kaiser Craft, so it works really well with it. And I did grab a piece of wisteria because I want to talk about adding a sidestep colour. Yep, wisteria is not in it. Not in the paper range, but... Okay. Now, I did get...
You have so many flowers there.
I only bought some. So, I grabbed these ones because they go with the paper. See? They go with it.
What evening doing it, Philip? Evening, Jimmy.
Okay.
Deborah's joints.
So, I'm going to show you some things. And they're in the online store. And they are in limited quantities. Or one of them's not. And if you want them, you have to go and get them. We're not. So I'm going to draw a line in the sand. Quentin is not going to do orders for people tonight. I'm being mean, I know, but I'm going to... He's just a little...
Overrun.
Overrun. We're a little overrun at the moment, so we're not going to do If you want these, you've got to order them yourselves. I'm really, really sorry. I know some of you like it when we enter the orders for you, but we're a little too overrun at the moment. So we've got crocodiles, and I haven't put any of these aside for anyone because they're a lot dearer than what they were last time. And we got, I'm gonna have to snip the sticky on this packet. So when you get a packet in the mail in your order and the sticky tape is snipped, it's this pair, but I'm not gonna open them and use them. Promise you I won't use them. They come with bubble wrap around them. Look at that. These are the snips from We Are Memory Keepers. So they are the spring scissors that are meant to be really good for your hands, okay? So left or right, so right, left, okay? Cover back on, close the blades. I've got a blade cover closer. Put them back in here. Over there. Put them back in the packet. There we go. So we've got the spring scissors, crocodiles, and magnets. So these are little neodymium magnets. You've got to be careful. Neodymium magnets can break if you're not nice to them. And don't leave them lying around because...
Don't sit your hard drive on top of them.
Don't sit your phone or your hard drive on them, but they're very strong, but don't leave them lying around because they're dangerous if swallowed. There are lots of warnings on those. Oh, this is what I made for Cheryl. There you go. That one's not real. You haven't picked that one really good, Quentin.
No, I just haven't cleaned it up yet. That was on that cutting set that we didn't like.
Yeah. We're just trying some different cutting settings. We're trialing something and it didn't work. So that was for Cheryl. Okay, so I grabbed some flowers.
Thank you so much, says Cheryl.
There you go. Oh, these are just other things. Right, so
You
this...
haven't noticed there's just a few flowers on the website lately.
This is, let's get a good example of the paper. This is the paper, right? It's apricot or coral and aqua, right? So obviously things like this, Missy, oh, this and this, these will work. These little roses, you know, obviously you could pick out the orange and apricot flowers in this pack. So these sort of things are definitely going to work. But you could, so what I was thinking of using was I've got this and I've got some wisteria cardstock. So if I add, let's just make it a tiny piece. If I add a tiny bit of wisteria cardstock to it, then I can add like a lavendery lilac colour. And then, you know, I could put cream with it. Do you know what I mean? I could do that sort of thing. But if you had a different colour cardstock, say you had like, you were doing a wedding photo or a baby photo or something like that, and you wanted to add like red, you could put red with it, as long as you put a little bit of red somewhere else, like you put, you know, some little red hearts, a little bit of red on your photo mat, a little bit of red ribbon, you know. So you could do yellow, that pops. You could do a bright blue. So you can bring a sidestep into anything as long as you don't have just like one blue flower. Like have a few bits of that colour and then bring them around with like your photo mat or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that's what I'm trying to say is you could do something to the side as long as you have these colours in your flowers and then you have this, you know, sidestep colour elsewhere as well.
Okay, so Facebook's doing some really crazy stuff tonight. So if I like someone's comment, it doesn't leave me their photo or anything, it just leaves me a line that says like, reply, pin.
Oh dear.
So sorry if I'm not liking your comments, guys, it just makes them disappear on me. Alright.
Colour of your wedding dress. Yes, my wedding dress was this colour as well. A peachy. It was a peachy apricot colour. It was very light. It was a lot lighter than this. Rightio. So, let's set these all here.
Mary's asking that the internet will just keep freezing for a second. I'm not having any freezing issues.
Oh, so is any other people having freezing issues?
Just Meredith. Yeah, just Meredith. Try refreshing.
Very cool. That's a hard one to keep track of. Yes, it is hard. I think that's not Lywood's not that far. Oh, it's a little bit far for you.
I don't know where Lywood is.
Boy, am I going to have a spend up at September retreat. So many goodies. I know, Cheryl. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to. Our October retreat is really, really full.
There's a couple of Gladstone ladies that didn't get their things in on time, and
That thought that they could book at the last minute and missed out. There's quite a few people that are upset, but
they're all.
that's what it happens.
They're on a waiting list, and I said, yes, unfortunately we have only
And
got
just
limited
telling me
spaces.
that you want to do a retreat is not enough anymore. You actually have to book in. I'm really sorry. I'm being mean again. Like Deborah said, fair call, but I can't. Yeah. We're not going to work tomorrow, but we are going to be doing a bit of self-assessment of our
I think I've got to go over in the afternoon because we've got a Stedfords tomorrow.
Stedford.
Stedfords Monday.
Yeah. After lunch, the Stedford is.
I'm going to have it to practice and thing at 11:30.
No, you're not. I'm taking her to a Stedford practice
Oh, cool.
at 11:30. I'm picking her up from school at 10:30, bringing her home for a shower, getting a dress. Are you doing her hair for a Stedford, are you?
No.
So how are you going to take her to practice and do her hair for a Stedford if you're not doing her hair?
I don't know.
Right. See, this is when Quentin hasn't listened to the plan
Oh,
and he tries to get involved. So see, that's what I could do with that.
all of New South Wales in lockdown, so I'll be scrapping, says Helen.
Oh, doll.
I haven't listened to the news today.
Oh, I'm also having freezing issues. I'm so sorry, everyone, if it's freezing. You know what? You're all in lockdown, and you'd think that the internet companies could get their act together. Okay, so I thought that this is the kind of paper range that you could do a frame with, like a shadow box frame. Remember my cheap... Oh, it's fallen over, obviously. One of my cheap frames from Kmart. But it needs to be sanded and painted. So it would make a good, this would make a good frame. And you know, like we're 26 minutes in and I've done zippity-doo-dah. Right. I've got this piece of bridal white because it's got a mark on it. Yeah. It is what it is. I saw it at work and went, oh, well, that's just meant to be. I'm thinking a tiny bit of that colour. And a bit of that. Okay. And I've got the word special memories. So, here we go.
Some of the ladies are having freezing issues now. We've got Di, Marge. Okay.
Di, yours is because you're too close to the train line. Sorry. It is just the train, and it's going to be intermittent because you're not just close to the train line, you're also near the boom gates. Okay, so earlier this week, we did 2 pages, right?
Just try refreshing, ladies. It might solve the problem.
It is just your internet supply, and it's because everyone's at home now. So we cut a circle out the middle of this piece of paper to use on here. And then when we used it on here, like we tore a bit more and rolled it back, right? So I'm going to do a circle-y thing, but a different way with the circle. So we've got this piece, and this is paper 4/5. So that's side 4 and side 5. So let's put that there. I don't know what I'm doing with special memories. So on the back of paper 4, let's cut the barcode off first. I need to get more brands to start putting leeway on their paper like we do. It actually doesn't cost us any more to have our paper a little slight bit longer, so that it might in other countries, but so that we have more leeway. Okay, we're going to use this side, I think. I like this side. It is a bit apricot. My photo's a bit apricot-y. It's a scan of a photo. But I've got my IKEA bread and butter plate. Very technical piece of equipment, this. And I'm going to try and center this. Yep, we know how well it's going to go.
Cheryl, look for your mat.
Yep. If you're going to craft knife this, don't, hack your mat up.
Yeah, watch your mat.
That'll do. It's not quite perfect, but it'll be right. So let's trace our circle.
Oh dear. So Deb ended up with the 4 grandkids today because Dad had a footy injury.
Oh no, hope he's okay.
He's broken his hand and he'll miss the finals.
Oh no. I don't have to ask what code. I'm really sorry, but I'm just not going to ask what code because I know what code it's going to be in Victoria because there's only one code down there, I think.
Oh, good evening, Jason.
So I'm going to use a craft knife. It is actually a scalpel. I need to buy a proper craft knife or find my craft knife. I have a tool drawer next to me and I cut chipboard with this the other day.
I've got to go.
Can you go mediate the argument?
Yeah. Chernobyl is melting down.
Yeah. I've already had one kid with a meltdown this afternoon. Said 6-year-old has, argued with me that she wasn't tired and she wasn't having a sleep and she wasn't doing as she was told, and I needed to listen and do as I was told. So we had a very heated discussion. She's just lucky I was too tired to argue with her and to give her a patty whack because she needed a patty whack. She was very naughty. I think when her older siblings find out, I think she's going to get an earful. I did have to tell her once again that it's not my first rodeo. I've raised enough kids to know that when a kid is tired, and to know that I'm actually the parent. I've not cut this very well. My craft knife is blunt. Mine, because I was cutting chipboard earlier in the week.
No, I was doing manga drawing and Amelia's copying it.
Yep, and what's going on other than that?
Do you sell quilting? I take that is not quitting. Quilling. That'll be quilling. Not
Yep.
the strips, Sharon. We've got the tools, but no strips.
Okay, I'll sort of trash this a bit, but that's okay. Okay, so let's get our distresser out. De-stressor. So this is how I'm going to fix up my dodgy bits. Now my IKEA bread and butter plate is 8¼ inches across. Just telling them how I was too tired to argue with Amelia today, and so she was lucky she didn't get a patty whack she deserved.
Oh my goodness. 8½ inches, you said, didn't you?
8¼
8¼ Look, my listening skills are excellent tonight.
Yep. We started the day with a Quentin meltdown.
Thanks.
It's okay. It was over the dishwasher. I have told them not to use the dishwasher. So the dishwasher is getting removed tomorrow.
The dishwasher has a problem.
Yep. It's had its day. It's over 10 years old. It's like... It's definitely had its day. So... I was in the house for the 10 months this was a rental. So I'm quite sure that they didn't look after it because they didn't look after anything else in the house. If they're listening, they know what I'm talking about. Okay. So when we put this back in, instead of putting it back in that way, let's put it in, you know, let's turn it around. Like that. And it's nice, but it needs to be smaller. I think it needs a bit more of a gap. So I'm going to come around and just trim a tiny bit off. I'm talking like 1/8 of an inch around the whole thing. Doesn't have to be perfect. Trust me.
It's the 14th of August already.
Yep, my mum was 81 today. And she's a bit tired. I think too many people rang her this morning. Kids rang, like we rang, and then the kids rang. And we went to lunch with her, and while we were at lunch, she FaceTimed the kids in Brisbane, our other 2 children. So, she enjoys that. So let's give that a try now. Let's de-stress that. If you don't have an edge distressor, we ordered edge distressors months ago. I'm about ready to give up on the ones I've ordered.
Considering they guaranteed us they were going to have them in shortly.
Well, they were guaranteed us they'd be a week, and lucky I didn't hold the order because that was like 5 or 6 orders ago or more. So yeah. Oh look, that's a bit better.
Sandra's dishwasher in the new house is only 4 years old and it blew up, and the repairman charged her $100 to tell her it would be $550 to fix it, so buy a new one.
Yeah. This one's not a cheap brand. Like it's a good brand. The one before was a Dishlex.
Bet it took him 5 minutes, says Deborah. Yeah, I bet it did too.
Yeah. No, what did one of the washing machine blokes say? Charged us $80. Charged us $80. Said it was going to be $500 to fix it, but I'll take it off your hands for nothing. And then he goes and he fixes them and sells them. He fixes them for next to nothing and sells them.
Yeah, because he's got all the spare parts from all the other ones he gets.
Yeah. And then when we do this, if we do this. So when we put it in, if we have like that. Do you know what I mean? So that's where you can bring in your side step colour. Where's my special memories word? What do we think? I think that looks okay. but we're going to have to fudge our photo mat maybe. Okay, so to get the most out of our piece of cardstock, so let's flip it over to the back and then flip our circle over to the back and then line our circle up on here. And we're just going to trace the inside. I'm not going to touch the pattern paper because I don't want to get lead on it. So just remember that your pencil will transfer lead onto it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come like an inch out and draw a circle like this. And then that's going to be our cut line.
This is a great layout if you've only got one piece of paper, says it.
Yeah.
Now, what colour daisy card is that one?
Wisteria.
Wisteria.
So then with our circle, okay, our circle matches that. So let's come like, you know, just over half an inch in, probably half to 3/4 an inch in. And that's, yeah, it's dodgy. But this is how we're going to get pieces of cardstock to match our photo and do some other things with. Right. So
I just sent you a message back, James, about your reply.
Rightio. So what we need to do is stick. I'm going to do a naughty thing here. I'm going to stick. So this is the side we want. I'm going to use some Dimensional Magic. Oh, let me get it out. If you missed it, I put a post on the Facebook page today, the main shop one, this one we're on right now, about our class directory. So this week's classes are up and last week's are up. And I don't know, if you've been with us for a really long time, well, if you've been with us for a long time and haven't found our Creative Family group, you probably need to look it up. Just go to groups here on our Facebook page. Oh my gosh.
I found out what I should have done in life. I spelt repairer wrong. I should have been a white goods repairer.
Repairer?
Yeah.
Well, you're a car repairer or a truck repairer and you still can't spell repairer right.
Oh no. It's no help.
That's a waste of a trade certificate.
Oh,
Actually, it's a waste of 3.
that's harsh.
A man that does 3 repairy type trades has 3 trade certificates and he still can't spell repairer right.
I can spell maintenance.
How many times you've written the word maintenance? Quentin used to be a maintenance manager actually, so he should be able to spell maintenance. It was his job title. Don't usually use glue
Okay.
because it can go wrinkly like someone weird on your page. Okay, put a cover on that so I don't have to clean it out again. Okay, so now what we need to do is decide how this is going to go. And I like the filigree design going that way. And then that going like that. Right, so we're going to put a little bit of glue around this one. Just a tiny bit. So if you remember last year in week 47 when I had my nose done, I didn't have a nose job. I actually had a skin cancery thing, sort of thing removed from my nose, and I got skin graft on my nose. Had to go to Brisbane for it. It was the shop's 18th birthday that week, so I had some videos I had prepared for a virtual craft show event and I put all of those up in the group. So 3 of them are on our YouTube channel now. So 3 of those videos have made it to the class directory and to the YouTube channel. I have added quite a few classes lately from this Facebook page, this main one. I'm just smoothing this down, making sure I don't get any wrinkly bits. My hands are clean. I do make sure my hands are really clean every time I create. Yeah.
What was the piece of pattern paper you used? 3-4?
Yes.
Why did I write down 4-4? Oh, good. I'm up with this.
Losing your marbles.
Yep, losing his marbles, Noah.
I should have been a white goods repairer. I'd be real good at it.
Let's just give it a couple of band-aids. Because I've only got a tiny bit of glue on there. Right. Okay, so we've got a 4x6 photo, and from my bridal white, I'm going to cut a piece of it that's 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. I like my guillotine.
Makes a good noise.
Makes a good noise. I am concerned about my fingers, but so we are not going to be able to get a photo mat out of this. So from our wisteria,
I just got a butt in and say Jason had a lot of teeth pulled out this last week. He's got to have some more pulled out.
oh, you poor bugger.
That's got to hurt. Hello, Jacqueline.
Let's cut a piece that is 3 3/4 by, I'm trying to get the maximum here, 3 3/4 by 4 1/2. That's the biggest piece I'm going to get out of that. I'm going to get that back in a minute. So, let's pull these bits over here. Oh, that's my photo mat. I'm going to throw out the photo mat. I did that the other day. So what I'm going to do is, so my photo mat, I'm going to cut the middle out of it. Waste not, want not. It's free paper. We've already got free paper. Heaven forbid, do not let me catch you sticking a whole piece of wisteria to the back of that page. Holy dooly. How many of you cry when you watch a video and someone just sticks a whole piece of paper on the back? I do. I'm sorry if you do that. I'm not being judgmental at all. I'm sorry. It is everyone's choice, but I just don't like to waste paper. So I'm going to cut the middle out of this. I'm leaving like a 1 centimetre border. I know I work in inches, but you know, it's actually 3 3/8. So I can either say a centimetre or 3 3/8. So I'm going to have it up and down, like portrait style. Sorry. This is not my bulldog clip. My bulldog clip disappeared for class the other night. Haven't I?
It says I do to the
Cry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got it up and down. So narrow, long, right? And I'm going to cut from the top left to the bottom right. I know we've done this a little bit lately, making our expander mat. I think someone called it an expander mat the other day in a video when we were doing a class. Someone said, oh, you could expander mat that.
Sherry said she'd started cutting the middles out on before she found us online.
Yeah.
That's okay. You might have been leading the way, Sherry.
Yeah, nah. Gotta be Scroogey with this stuff. Look at that. Right, let's do a test drive. I should have done that on the page.
I cringe and think wasteful, says Deborah.
Yep.
Yep.
And then we're going to put our window here and our special memories. Okay, so let's just hack our window out. Which I should have done this beforehand. So I'm going to cut out the middles of all these. So I just poke holes without stabbing myself. I come close. Someone's practicing piano. Was that you practicing, mate?
Yeah, I was practicing.
Your school piece or at Stedford?
Practice school when I practiced Stedford.
He's playing Swan Lake for a school performance. A group.
No, that's a school assessment.
School assessment, yeah, that's school assessment performance. That's his performance piece this term for music. His music elective. He's not doing music in senior. The 3 senior years, he has opted not to do music. I think he might be going to do music outside of school. He already does music outside of school, but do theory outside school. So it's like extra on top of school.
So have you used the bridal white, or we haven't used that? Yes,
Yep.
you've used that. Yeah.
Okay. So I cut on an angle and I moved the paper. Sorry you're watching me fussy cut. Boring as anything. I mean, if you're creating along, it probably gives you a chance to catch up because I do get told I go a bit fast. I talk too fast too, apparently. I know I talk too fast. And I lose my train of thought sometimes when I'm creating and talking at the same time. Like before when I was talking about week 47 classes from last year. I found a different way to get videos onto the YouTube channel. A different way of uploading them and transferring them. It still takes ages and it still relies on the internet being good. I don't think Sunday is going to be a goal for that. I think everyone in the area is going to be home watching Netflix.
Yeah.
Or what's the new thing? Paramount, if they signed up for Paramount. Paramount has appeared on our home screen. So, and I cut on an angle so that the white edge is on the back. So I see how my scissors, I don't know if you can see how my scissors are on an angle.
Sandra's asking, she said, are you, but I think she meant, can you use an X-Acto knife?
A craft knife, yes you could,
Craft.
but I'm not, mine's blunt. You could definitely.
If I go to a workshop, I just put a couple of wee bits of tape and then cut out when I get home.
Yep. Yep.
Good idea, Dot.
Yep, that's all you do. And that's what I've done when I've been at like teacher training and that. Anything that needs to be fussy cut, because you can spend all your time doing your fussy cutting. Sometimes I just draw a little mud map and then number the pieces on the back and then number them on the mud map and then, but I don't always finish things when I get home if I didn't design them. Quentin and I actually went to a Kaiser training 2 days of thing at Kaiser.
Years ago now.
Just after it was like days after he was made redundant from the railway. I think he was made redundant on the railway on the Friday, and we flew.
A sled.
We made a sled, yes. Your sled fell apart before we
I put my
left.
timber on the wrong way.
Yeah. He was made redundant on the Friday, and we flew to Geelong on the Sunday.
Yes.
And it was a cold snap.
Good listening skills then too.
Yeah, but it was good for him. It was his, you know, coming into the business. He'd been a little bit involved, but he's just a lot more involved even now than what he was then. Okay. We just need to work a little bit harder so that so that we can this is our sole source of income, and it's we do need to work a little bit harder. We're trying to find a way to get products that are just not viable to put online out and about to you all. So we're going to nut out some ideas tomorrow. Not going to work tomorrow. We'll go back to this discussion. We're actually not going to work tomorrow. We're going to work out a couple of things. Okay. I think Naomi's meant to be home in October. I don't think Milton and I are going to graduate. I don't think we're going to Brisbane at the end of August.
No.
Noah's meant to get his Australian Scout medallion.
And I agree with the message you sent me earlier too, Meredith. I don't think we'll be seeing you this year, though.
No, it's such a shame. Be nice if we could get you safely here from Sydney without having to quarantine, but then it'd be, well, you could happily get stuck in Queensland, I'm sure.
People are stuck in Queensland.
A lot of people.
Now that the whole of New South Wales is in lockdown, I don't think they'll be giving any of them border passes out to get through.
Yeah, we know plenty of people stuck in Queensland.
It's a long way out through
We
South
met,
Australia and back again.
we met a lady today, actually. They're here. They were here for work, but they've just done 2 weeks. She's just done 2 weeks quarantine in a motel or hotel with 2 little children because her husband was exposed where he was working. So that's interesting.
Who says we are one of the ones stuck?
Yeah, you're not going to get back, are you, Trish? Or are you going to be able to get back into Victoria, or one of the ladies that was in the store recently that was staying in the area, they were going to try and get across the border at the end of this month as well, next week. They were going to try but they didn't know how they'd go because 24 hours was a bit tight for them to drive. They're a lot older than you guys too.
Yes, they didn't think that.
They didn't think 24 hours was responsible. They thought it was irresponsible to try and get across New South Wales in 24 hours.
If you've got health concerns and you're not pushing yourself that hard normally, you shouldn't do it under pressure.
Yeah. We don't go from the top to the bottom of New South Wales in 24 hours ourselves.
We stop in the middle.
Yeah, because we don't drive at night. We don't like to drive.
It can be done, but it's
before 4:30 a.m. or after 7 p.m. and that's in summer. We don't do it in winter. Look at that. And my hand's only aching a little bit. It's aching a lot. I hold the scissors really tight, so it is my own fault.
It's a nice colour, that product, that card.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm 99% sure it's not going to crack. I'm going to give my mini book another bash tomorrow, recording all the videos.
Dot says, why don't you share the products with the group? We can request the products and you can send all the invoices.
Yes, well,
We're doing something similar to that.
that's where we're just about at. So what we're thinking of doing is we will, oh, look at the mess I've made. We will make like another group sort of thing because it's going to get drowned. And what we'll do is we'll, for a week or two, we're going to add, probably take us 2 weeks, we're going to add all the product because we've got a lot of ribbons. And we, you know, we might only have 2 meters left or 3 meters left, or, you know, it's ribbon that's already bundled for craft shows. And then we've got cabochons, and then we've got, you know, we've got lots of things that are just different, but we might only have 2 or 3 of them. So we're going to put them all in the group. We think we're going to start another group, put them in there, and then what we'll do is we'll just, you know, you can just tell us what you want and then we'll send you an invoice or something. Somehow. Just got to iron the kinks out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're along the kinks out. It'll be
So then,
it'll be Lisa ironing out the kinks. It's a technological.
it's a technology thing. It won't be Quentin. So I've got this swirl, and this is from Runaway Princess. 11768 is its code. Quentin, do you want this packet?
Yes, please.
And I'm just thinking.
Oh, my pin's just about packed in. No, if I hold it dead up and down, it drops. That's it.
Oh, I did have these flowers as well. And a bird. Here. Oh, crap. I want the bird. This is a little bird. This was from really early on. This is one of our early on flare buttons.
It sells all the time, that
I
little bit.
love that little bird. And Quentin, could I please have 2 meters of this?
Oh, with my 1 metre tape measure, I have.
Is it a meter?
It's a metre and 2.
Can I get 2 meters of that? Do you need scissors?
Yes, I'd love a pair of scissors.
So this is natural, or this is ivory jute fibre, like this. So I'm gonna do something different with it, but
Oh, I need you to.
okay. So our swirl and our word.
Swirl. 2 metres. Jean Borg knows the length of 2 metres.
Jean buys 2 meters a lot.
I picked your order today, Jean. I was super impressed by your order.
Everyone needs to hit the 10-cent flowers really hard. So these are the 10-cent flowers. Where's the 10-cent flowers?
No, I don't say the word Renshaw much, but I'm about to.
These are the 10-cent flowers. These are 10 cents each, these little guys. Need to hit them hard. You should have
There was
seen
a
Noah's
lady
face.
A glassing lady that buys off us all the time come in the other day when I was picking Tanya's order. And she goes, "What are you doing, Quentin?" I said, "I'm picking 10-cent flowers." I said, "I feel like a man in a lolly store." And she just looked at me and then she goes, "Move over, I want some."
I've got my metallic watercolours. Haha.
Right, so 2 metres of jute.
I'm thinking there's aquacolor. So see this, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down over on the far right hand side. So I'm going to colour my jute with watercolour because I don't want natural, I want colour. Good thing about the jute is it's not nylon, it's cotton, so it's natural. There's some liquid in here. It's natural, so it's going to take the colour. If you find you've got a lace and it's really not taking a colour, it's probably because it's nylon, like it's not a natural fibre. Natural fibre is going to take colour a lot better. This is going to look a bit dodgy because it's a creamy colour to start with. But, you know, we're just going to spread this around. Put some water on it to get to seep around and seep in. And then let's move that to the side. Get the heat tool. Oh, I guess I'll call them my edge punch. So if this was a nylon or a non-natural fibre, you can't do this because it'll melt.
Yeah, Diabetes said I used the fabric on the colour on fabric today.
And it's kind of going to heat set as well. So normally I would just keep going with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to
Jute ivory core, was it?
put it in my little dish. Squeeze it out and soak it up. Just sit it in a little pile there. Just going to put that over there to dry for a bit. Wipe my hands on my cardigan. That's not good on. A good one to do. Okay. So I've got a swirl and I've got a word. So I think we might use a bit of a combination of like coral and lilac and aqua. Aqua. I said it before he said it. I knew he was going to say it. He was just getting ready to say it.
I think I'm a pretty good helper.
You're right. And I'm just going to do dabby bits. And I'm not using these watercolours how I taught you to use them. I'm being dodgy. Let's just clean this over here. And then let's use... Oh, no, that doesn't match. Let's use this one that's down one and across to the left one from our aqua.
Special memories of the system.
So see how I'm just adding dabby bits, and you work quickly and it's okay. The beauty of watercolor is that you can reactivate it, but the non-beauty of cardstock is that it breaks when it gets really wet. Okay, so it's 1, 2, same row as the aqua. Over on the far left is this orangey peach colour. It's sort of an apricot colour. And let's just put a couple of little dabs of it here and there. We still don't have neighbours across the road.
That's a good
If the landlords are watching, you've got too much on it. Sorry.
I don't know if my comments are catching up. I'm on to F5.
Might have to F5.
My movie's going good.
Rightio.
Oh, I F5 the wrong screen. I should have saved, I think. Oh, dearie doctor.
What's that?
I just undid all my work.
What work? Oh, well, you're dodgy.
Hit save next time.
I just grabbed a bit of gauze. I've got some gauze over to the side there. So try not to move them while they're wet. That would be my biggest piece of advice, is try not to move them while they're wet. And I'm just going to do a bit of mopping up here. Be careful not to mop them up while they're wet on the actual cardstock pieces, because otherwise you'll remove the colour. Oh, I'm not going to go. Be careful also not to burn it. Paper burns. The jute will also burn, just so you know. Okay, so let's just open this up a bit and then hang it to dry. It's looking rather dodgy here. So let's just hang this over the rig to dry. Okay, it's just hanging there to dry. Clean my hands, let's clean the space. Oh, crud. I do keep these used baby wipes. One day I'm going to do a project with them. One day, in the next millennia.
In the next millennia?
Yep. Okay, so let's stick... Quentin's just rebuilding what he'd already built. Let's stick our photo to our Bridal White photo mat.
Because I hit refresh, but I was on the wrong screen when I hit refresh.
Well, you should know the rules of 2 screens.
I should know the rules.
I was actually thinking yesterday evening as I was loading something to YouTube and the class directory at the same time, I was actually thinking I would probably do better if I had a 3rd screen. Now, he told me I'd think that at some point, and I said, no, never. Yep, I need 3 screens.
3 screens. I used to have 3 screens.
Quentin used to have 4 screens. Let's just be honest.
Yes.
Let's start being honest here. Quentin used to have 4 screens. Look, there's the code for Bridal White.
Alright, so let's go through a rundown and make sure I've got everything here. You got Bridal White, Windows and Doors Paper 1.
Mm-hmm.
I missed the roses, the...
Half a sheet of leaves and half a sheet of flowers.
Okay, so half a sheet of roses.
Leaves 1 and half a sheet of flowers.
Okay, let me go to 0.5 here. 5.
So then let's put this on here with the foam between the, you know, what did we call the mat earlier? Oh, yeah, whatever it was, I can't remember. Try and make them look the same-ish. And then we'll put some tape on there.
Yep, so then you've got Runaway Princess Special Memories.
Yep.
the swirly flourish, which is Runaway
Yep,
Princess.
a piece of gauze.
Oh, you got a piece of gauze too.
Yep.
Wisteria card.
Yep.
Paper 3/4. 2 meters of ivory jute. And yep. 3.5
Sorry.
So a piece of gauze.
Sorry.
Why is the flare button not showing up there? Gauze. Should have a flare button here. There we go, and a flare button is there. I'm going to hit save on that. Lee says 3 screens are the best. Yes. Yes.
Quentin had 4. I thought he was a
Yes,
madman.
A 3 wrap around and 1 underneath.
Yeah.
Well, I was analysing data, so.
And I don't do that. Yeah. Anyone ever tells you that owning a craft shop is wonderful, you just craft all day, they're lying.
Yeah. Yeah, you just craft all day in a craft shop.
Yeah. People look at us like, do you really do anything? I'm like, yeah, we do. Okay. He lost it. It won't save.
Mom? Mom,
Yep.
have some phone towels.
Oh, okay. Okay. So who is it?
So it's a human that I've drawn, and I'm working on this one right now, which is Cinderella.
Has Noah been helping you with your drawing?
Yeah, no.
He doesn't draw it, she draws it, but he's doing his own and she copies him.
Yeah, but I didn't copy this one because
You
he's
did this all of your own.
Yeah.
Wow. That's good. Okay. So these are called wild roses.
Okay. You want to get a barcode?
And don't worry, I'll tell Noah to bring his drawing too.
No, I'm sure I'll have his drawing there.
Two of each of those so far. I've got.
So you've got apple blossom. Oh no, they're not apple blossom. What azaleas?
Can I have one of each of these? Please? Please.
Have you got them out yet? Or you
No, I want one bunch of each. And can I get
Mate is very impressed with Amelia's drawing. There you go. That's from Elise.
here? Can I get 5 of those, please?
Why is that? One of each of these. Crackers and a jacket. They use very good sticky tape to place these borders on.
And I think Juno's drawing because he did not want to bring out his book.
Are you showing his drawing as well?
Yeah, because he did not want to bring out his book.
Oh, that's how you bring it.
Mermaids?
Hey, what? There's a lot. Can you not go through
Here,
my
can
art?
we show yours?
Sure.
This is Noah's.
Can we not?
Right, Noah's not a show pony.
Okay.
And don't touch my things.
I want to
How many
give
of these
it
are all guys to
more.
do? Okay, out in the lounge room, please. Let's go.
And I'm just getting it a bit basic. No, oh, jeez.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said there.
And a bunch of these, please.
How many of these little brown ones?
Actually, just hold the phone on those.
Hold the phone on the brown ones. Right. Wow, Noah. Looks fabulous, Noah. Well done, Noah.
He hasn't done any drawing for a while.
Quite
He
a
doesn't
while.
usually draw in school term.
Yeah. Although his sister was very jealous this morning when he was playing the piano.
Naomi, yeah, because she doesn't. We've got two here, two keyboards here, and the kids in Brisbane have got none. I don't even know if the kids. Has she got the clarinet? I don't even know if they've got. I think they've got the cornet. Milton's got his cornet. Not that he plays at the moment, but
I don't know if he knows trumpets up here.
trumpet's here. I think she's got her clarinet. She was, before COVID, she was playing for the QUT band, but because of COVID restrictions and trying to, you know, lessen the number of people that are together, they now have made it a rule, and because she used to embarrass the music students, because she was the only non-music student, non-music major in the QUT band, she they won't let her play in the band anymore. It's only music majors because it's part of their course, and they said that she could do it, but it'd have to count towards her degree, and she doesn't have enough vacant credit points, credit allocations, like it'd cost her more money to do it. So I'm gonna put.
I think they're just trying to make money out of it.
I think they're just trying to make money out of her, but you know, she was the most fluent clarinetist they had. Because our kids can read music before they can read a book. Drives me nuts when teachers at school music make them write the letters on the music, on the sheet music.
They don't need to.
They don't need to. Kids should be taught how to read music, not how to write letters on sheet music.
It's like another language, but once you learn it, you learn it.
Yeah, it's good for maths. Okay, so I'll just
Why did you
trash
cut
these.
all the window sections out of the window and then
Uh,
hide it all?
Oh no, it's not being hidden. It's not stuck yet. It just looks like it's stuck. Hidden. Okay, and then
Right. Holy crackers.
okay. So I need to dry my. Oh jeez, drives me nuts. I just need to dry my swirl a bit more. It's a bit
It's
wet.
likely to change, says Dot. Yes, it is. Bloody work, Dot. Marie says it's looking very straight, so very beautiful. Same. I got to type the hugest blurb of all these products you put in here.
So this swirl, I'm going to tear it here and then sort of here. So we're going to have some flowers, so it looks like it's all the way through, but we're going to cover the middle with flowers. Does that make sense? I feel like it needs something here. Actually, if I move that up like that, I'll move that up there like that. And then do that. I think Quentin is building a kit, so if you would like a kit, you'll need to order the kit, because
That would be great.
I'm being stern with him that he doesn't. Yeah, we've got.
I'm having some major issues building the kit too. Things aren't going my way.
You didn't drag something across,
No.
didn't it build? Was it building?
It's building now.
Okay, I've got 450 glue.
But I did something before that didn't work, so I had to restart again. After I refreshed the first time.
So I'm just looking at this mat. Just looks a bit in your face. So I've got turquoise ink. I'm just going to put the tiniest bit just with the tip, just on the edge of the brighter white mat. It's not going to be even the whole way around. We used to do family drawing night. Noah was little. So on a Friday night, you know, probably twice a month on a Friday night, we would all sit down. There would be no TV. Well, there weren't really devices back then. And we would all draw in our art journals. Everyone has art journals in their house. Quentin's has only got like 2 pictures in it, or 3 pictures. And when Quentin would participate, he always drew black trees. So then the kids would try and analyse that. Okay. You could put another piece of pattern paper behind, but it's just going to get covered. So let's not. Let's just not. So let's put our photo like there. And see how, I'm going to lift it up. See how the little tiny bit of turquoise has just meant the brighter white's not in your face. Just not as out there in your face. And what I'm going to do is put this window, I'm going to get some foamy stuff. Can I have my scissors back, please? I'm going to return one of these. Quentin, just going to give you that. So I'm going to put some foam behind it. Just going to do some on this upper thick piece, the bottom one, and then the 2 sides because they're wider. Yeah, it's nice when the kids draw and create. Noah's not taking an art path. He is determined, like I said the other night in the video, that he is going to do science. He's currently, his electives he picked for next year for year 10 are psychology, business accounting and design technology. Which he did really well at design technology this year.
Di Dixon said it's gorgeous. Helen McGuire said loving the page. Sherry York said loving the flowers. The colours are stunning.
So let's put a bit of gauze on here. So if we lay our gauze out, it's not real trashed well, isn't it? It's not trashed enough. That bit of gauze there, and a bit of gauze here. I had another piece. I'm not going to completely cover this bit of window. So then my window, my swirly thing. So we need to build this in. Just going to use a little bit of 450. Just to tack it on. Other things are going to hold this in place. So I know I want that to go sort of there. Like that. Right. And I know at this end, I want it to go sort of there like that. other things are going to hold this down. Okay, so when gluing flowers with wire stems, I actually curl the wire stem around on the back and it creates a base for the flower to sit on, but also a place for the glue to get intertwined in. The 450 is what I use. Place for it to get intertwined in and then stick. It's not very clean, I don't think, this 450. We are out of 450 currently, and we are sourcing a different place to get it from.
Still be 450, but
It'll be
yeah.
450, but we are sourcing a different supply chain path. There we go. There's a technical term for you.
technicals we're going to get tonight.
Two of these, and let's bunch them up a bit. And this little guy's got this stem, so we just need to make sure that it hides underneath. Okay, I want to show you another way to stick things on too. Let's just tuck this one in here, like this. Okay. Modelling paste. Or you've got, you could use, she's used it all. You could also use, you know, heavy gel or regular gel, what I'm gonna just show you. So let's just test our title. So what we're going to do is we're going to sort of drape our title across the top like that. So another way you can stick things, I know I paid for this, but
Love the
No,
page,
one of
says
it.
Trish.
so obviously I'm a rookie, like a builder's daughter, a rookie's daughter.
Do you know our Dora told everyone in her class today that she watched a YouTube clip on how to use a palette knife today?
Yep.
I'm thinking, was she bored?
So you trowel the paste on like, you know, the mortar between the bricks. You know, you put it on and, you know, like the sound effects. So this is going to take a while to dry, but it's going to sit there. This makes a heavy page, but it gives you lots of dimension. So this is another way, if you don't have 450, this is a way that you can... Oh, there's a little dog over the back.
You didn't end up using the pack of green tar you were holding earlier, did you?
Nope.
Sweeto.
So here, I'm sort of just building a bit of a structure. This is also good because while you're fluffing around, sticking stuff in,
Good night, Helen.
it's not necessarily going to dry until, you know, you get a fair way through the process. So see, I'll just fill
What
that.
paste are you using, Donna? Sorry, Donna.
It's just modelling paste, Dawn.
I'll put up a link, Donna. I've just been...
You could use regular gel, I wouldn't use soft gel. I'd use regular gel, heavy gel. You could use modeling paste, molding paste. If you can trowel it, you can use it.
You can't use it.
So I'm just kind of putting a dollop. This is especially good. Like if I was going to put this on a canvas or in a frame, I would say that the gel is a bit of an essential. So when I make memory canvases, I haven't made any for a while. They're so time consuming. Quentin usually cracks the craps when I agree to make a memory canvas. I've done some memory canvases for some guys that have passed from the railway, like some of the old train drivers. A few of them have got their kids and wives have ended up with memory canvases or frames, and one of them I put an aerial on it because he was into ham radio, like amateur radio. So yeah, I use paste, some sort of paste when I'm sticking those always. And I'll just sit that there. Go away, bug. Buggity bug. Right. So our little roses, same thing. I coil around, and you can obviously tell I love using the paste and the palette knife more than I love using the 450 glue. Yeah. Just so you know, all my maternity jeans had paint on them.
Yes, there's lots of paint.
Lots of paint. Yeah. I don't get to paint much anymore. I do have 2 paintings on my easel that I nearly finished. I haven't got to. But yeah. Acrylic paint is my mum's an oil painter. My mum's an artist, so she hasn't painted since my dad passed away. I think he was her muse. I definitely know my dad was my mum's muse. Rightio. Just go through the process of just doing. I can't stand just coiling one and sticking it and then coiling the next and sticking it. I actually coil them all and then I stick them all. Yeah. Stop start just drives me nuts. So before class we were watching Scorpion. And what was it called? The clicker?
When you got to know when you had to click the
clicker.
bitch,
Like,
no, it wasn't the bitchy clicker, it was the...
yeah, it was every time his wife annoyed him, or wife-to-be annoyed him, he got to click the clicker. I need a clicker.
Oh, you do not.
I just think, you know.
Noah would break the clicker.
Noah would break the clicker. The world annoys Noah. I'm really looking forward to getting a chance to use the Blossom 2 collection from Scrap and Me. Oh, I really want to do a Friday night or a Saturday night with it because it is just beautiful. It's cherry blossoms. I think it'd make the most beautiful baby page or frame, like a baby frame. So we've got a little bit of work to do here because we've got our swirly thing here to cover. And then we just want to come down, bring a big flower just under here, just to try and, there, that's beautiful. Okay, let's tuck a couple of our little flowers and we're just going to put a little bit, oh, that's not a little bit of paste. That's just way too much paste. Seems like I'm using a lot of paste when I'm doing this, but I'm really not. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tuck them in. I'm using a white paste here. I usually use dust on my fingers. I usually use myself personally, but it's not at my desk. I think my daughter's either taken it or used it, or it's been put away in a drawer. I usually use heavy gel, medium. I do use golden. I'm a golden girl. Let's just put this in here. And then let's get these little leaves. So you can have leaves over the top of things. There. So just, do you know what I mean? Like, let's put this little flower in here. So yeah, I usually use a clear paste. So I'm having to be a little careful because I'm using a white paste, and I can see some in a couple little spots. So I would say pick something that's a clear paste. Just I keep getting it on my fingers. And it does give you the dimension you need, like, because it's a paste, it's got body, and it's not gonna, unlike a glue, it's not gonna fluff out to nothing. Very technical terminology there, fluff out to nothing.
Fluff out to nothing. Wow. Holy crackers. Well, if you don't add anything more, I've got that built. Look at that. Oops, sorry, I missed like 1,000 messages. What size is your paper pad behind the fussy cut mat? Asked Lee. Probably A2, says Lee.
Officeworks, Lee. It's the one from Officeworks. They used to be $5, now they're $15.
You can get them on special occasionally.
Yeah.
We got a whole heap on special ones and gave everyone one for a retreat.
Yeah.
Hasn't happened since.
Yeah, because we got them for $5 and then they put them up to $15. So I didn't do them again.
The Pink Blossom 2 was the paper pack you were talking about earlier, wasn't it? I'll just put up a link to that one.
I really want to use it.
It's lovely. I like the something else pack, the masculine one, because you know.
Oh, you
I'm
Quentin
very
loves
masculine.
something else.
I made a post that said, men are, what did I say, men are amazing. And
Scrapbook the amazing men in your life or something.
apparently some people think that men aren't amazing, but anyway.
You're amazing, dear.
I asked Jason to back me for support, and all he did was said, buy your wife a pack. Thanks, Jason. He did say when we're opening up the box of flowers, buy one of everything. So, were we opening flowers then? I can't remember what we're opening. Might have been the cocoa vanilla
I
box.
don't know if I like these three like this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use them as a resting point. I think this is going to have to go on a frame, people.
Can't say she's a bit 3D for what you used to, do you?
It's the gauze. It is the gauze. My gauze is the issue.
And what have you done?
It's just the gauze. But yeah, usually I'd use a clear paste. Gonna have to look at what clear paste we've got at work.
Oh, yeah. We've got heaps of clear paste at work.
Is it online?
Yeah, I'm just looking it up now, dear. Just looking it up now.
See, I don't like this.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to ask how Jean was going. Thank you, Deborah, for doing that. Modelling paste doesn't, light modelling paste doesn't dry clear either, does it?
Nope. I'm going to finish my book soon too. That I bought the other day.
Is gel medium dry clear?
Yes, gel medium.
There we go. I'll put up a link for that.
I'm going to use all my fussy cuts. You don't have to use a million fussy cuts, but...
Margaret Edie's put up, this is a gorgeous, just what I needed in lockdown. Wish I had seen this from the start.
It'll still be here, Margaret, and if you have trouble with it on Facebook, what we'll do is I'll save it tonight, and then sometime through the week, what I'm going to do is put it onto YouTube.
There'll be a kit go live after this too.
Yeah, Quentin's making a kit for it too, Margaret.
For a change, I'm ahead of you.
What the hoo-ha's going on
I
there?
won't have a photo straight away, but peeps, or
No.
if it does, it'll be a dark and gloomy photo that I take with my iPhone.
Yep, and it'll have a fingerprint.
Oh, that's hard.
Okay, let's hit our string with another hit.
I'm cleaning my camera now. I'm sure people love my fuzzy, what would you say?
Crappy photos.
Oh, I think it gives them like a romantic tinge being so fuzzy around the edges.
Yeah. He does a really, really good job. There is a really big difference between working as an industrial...
Sandra wondered if you're still using the jute. Yep, she's just cooking it now, Sandra.
Yep, I'm just cooking it now. There's a big difference
Thank you,
between
Deb.
an industrial manager, like managing a bunch of blokes in a workshop, and learning how to run a craft store, a scrapbooking store. I think he does a great job, considering that his training is just being barked at by me.
Kristen said it's a beautiful page.
So, like my husband and all of our children, I'm not tolerant of people in the learning phase of a discussion. And, yeah. So I'm going to cut this into quarters, right?
Jean's very tired, so she needs to go to bed.
Yeah.
Good idea, Jean.
And I'm going to get a bit, and I'm going to fold it in half.
You have a good night, Jean.
And I'm just going to, make a bow. Like a long, loopy bow. And the tail's going to be uneven.
Most jobs are on the job training, LOL.
Yep. Okay, so each of these, I'm going to take 3 of them, and I'm going to tie them into bows with long loops. I'm just making sure they're not even. They're not, my tails aren't even.
Take care, Jean.
Yep, Jane, miss you heaps. Can't wait till we get to catch up again.
Yeah.
Jean is so wonderful. She comes to Gladstone and she gives me a bit of a hand, and
Bit of a
she helped me get organised to make tons of flares once before. She's wonderful. I love Jean. I love everybody. I love all my customers. We have lots of customers that pop in and help us out and keep us on track and keep us company.
Marie's working on a double page layout to celebrate. Was that captured in time, I think?
Okay.
Marie bought from us, the red one.
So, I've got a bit of stringy stuff. My coloured twine. I'm just going to put a dollop of 450 on the end here.
Yeah, so we will have 450 back in stock shortly. We're just working out with the new
We're just
suppliers.
negotiating with a new supplier.
I have to check out what other tantalising goodies they have too.
They have gun oil.
Gun oil? Really?
Barrel oil.
Jeez, I don't know if we want to advertise that on Facebook.
Yeah, nah, I was thinking about buying a carton for your stepfather for Christmas.
Oh, righto.
Quentin's stepfather's a shooting enthusiast. So I was thinking about buying... It's not on Facebook, so he's not going to see this. Thinking about buying him a carton of gun oil for a Christmas present. I just need to work out which sort he would like.
We'll have to do a sneak peek in his gun room. We'll send Amelia in with a camera.
No, she's not allowed in there.
No, she's not.
Oh, very strict rules.
Yeah. It's got a big bolted door, which is a good thing.
Yep.
Oh, Marie's using the guy thing. Cool.
Oh, awesome.
She's using the photos her son sent her from the inside the foundry. That'd be great.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I can't believe they've closed.
I nearly got a job at Braitkin, remember?
Yeah, yeah.
I was
Good thing you
shortlisted
didn't.
for a job. I wouldn't have had a job anymore. Okay.
Yeah. That was interesting. It was there. So I'm going to put a bit of glue behind this leaf. And then I'm going to use it to trap down some of my, just to stick a bit of my string in there. Put a bit of glue. I could be using paste for this, but I've packed it up. I've cleaned the palette knife. So the paste takes quite some time to dry, which is good because it means I can lift this up and, you know, shove things in and that. Clear paste is a lot better. Let's just be honest.
Oh, there you go. The one that Lee did at the retreat is now up on the wall, up on the lounge room wall at Mum and Dad's.
There you go.
And Mary Green was talking earlier about bulky pages. Sorry, Mary, I was meant to answer you, but I didn't. Concerns me using the flowers on a page.
I'm probably going to put this in a frame. I've got a Kmart, I'll show you again. I've got a Kmart shadow box frame. So it's okay because your album should be standing up in any case. So when it's in an album, it's standing up. Look, you can see paste. It's standing up. So it's not really an issue unless you overfill your albums. Like, I don't overfill my albums. I kind of do. But I still have enough breathing room for the pages. And I don't put the bulk on every single page. Not every page has bulk. And I don't always put it in the same spot. You've got to be careful if you put the bulk in the same spot on every single page. Okay, so with my... I'll get my tweezers out. I've just got a couple of little flowers.
Oh, your fussy cut.
What's that?
That one's your fussy cut. Yeah.
These little ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got a couple of little flowers and I've got some little berries left from my fussy cutting. I'm determined to use all this stuff I fussy cut.
I don't think I'd be very good at fussy cutting.
You know what? It doesn't matter if you're not good at fussy cutting. As long as you're happy with the result, I think that's really all that matters. There we go. Can I see any paste? Sorry, my head's in the way. Just making sure I can't see any paste. I'm a bit pedantic, I know. I understand that fully. I have to live with me. Okay.
It's a fabulously beautiful page, says Cheryl. I really love this page, says Sandra.
Oh, Sandra's got beautiful photos that'll look good on this. From some of her photos.
It's got an orange wedding too. This is what for her.
Yeah, but it's the colour of Trisha's wedding dress, so Okay, so I'm going to use Dimensional Magic on here because it's finer. I can get a much finer finish with Dimensional Magic than I can with 450 and the paste, right? So I'm just putting it on the thicker parts of my Special Memories. This was part of our May in-store retreat for Runaway Princess. The dates, the updated dates, we've had to move our Imagine with Alice retreat. And a lot of the problem is getting the paper out of Brisbane. Obviously we missed the truck, but the paper's been made for ages. But because it's an October release paper and we're doing an early September retreat, yeah, it was never going to be a good logistical thing. But what we've done is we've moved the retreat back 2 weeks. The new dates are in the retreat group, in the virtual retreat group. Everyone is in the virtual retreat group. Oh, I have to show you guys. Is Cheryl still here?
Yeah, Cheryl's still there.
Oh, is Yvonne here?
I haven't seen Yvonne all night, though.
Oh, okay.
She might be here, but you never know.
She might be here. How's that?
I
It's just...
thought you were going to leave the Special Memories up the top, but...
No. I'm not going to give it the shape test because the paste isn't dry.
Yeah, don't
Checking
shake
the
it
paste.
too
Sorry,
much.
my hair's getting so grey. Getting a haircut on Tuesday, and no, I'm not getting it coloured. I'm determined not to get my hair coloured. Usually I only get it coloured every couple of years, so... I'm probably overdue for a hair colour, but...
I just want to run through and make sure I've got everything right in this kit, my love.
Yep.
So, I have got one Swirly Flourish, yes.
Yep.
One white Green Tara Azalea.
Yep.
One 12 by 12 piece of 3/4.
Yep.
One piece of Bridal White cardstock.
Half a piece.
Half a piece, righto. One Aqua set of flowers, yes.
What aqua flowers?
The little
A
aqua
bunch,
one,
yeah.
Yes, one bunch of them. Special Memories title, yes. A flare button with a bird.
Yep.
Another set of lavender little bunch of flowers.
Yep. Well, you could probably have half a bunch of each.
Okay, Scrap and Me, half a piece of cutout.
With flowers?
Flowers. I got one piece of the doors.
Yep.
Half a piece of the leaves.
Yep.
Two of the purple flowers. These ones.
Yep.
Yep. 2 meters of ivory jute.
Yep. Piece of gauze.
Piece of gauze. Piece of Kaiser card wisteria.
Yep.
And another white sheet of flowers.
Yep. So you could probably do half a bunch of those, half a bunch of the lilac, and half a bunch of the aqua.
Right.
Okay. So I want to show you something on the iPad with groups.
How have I worked out a price for the mini album? Oh,
Oh, I'm changing the cardstock, Diane. I'm changing to a cheaper cardstock.
yeah, the card we used changed colour since the time we did the...
Okay, I just want to show you something on iPad. Oh, something with groups. So this is going to work on... So when you come into Facebook, down the side here, you've got shortcuts. So, and then over here, you've got groups. So this works on Safari and computers. So click on groups. Just, yep, that's okay. Well, it's Marlene's. And then over here, you've got their groups I manage. You might not have those, but it's groups you've joined, right? So let's pick one. Let's find one I manage that doesn't have a pin. I'll show you how to do that. You can pin 10. So let's go year in review album group. So see these 3 dots here? So you can do manage notifications and then make sure it says all posts. So, you know, make sure it says all posts, not just highlights. But see the 3 dots, you can also pin a group. So if you go pin group, you can only pin 10. You go back here to groups, you will see now that the year in review group has a pin next to it. And that means that back here on the home page, make sure nothing offensive comes up. On these, your shortcuts, it'll be, these shortcuts are the top 10 you've pinned, plus the other was where people are most active or something. I don't know what they are. But these are your top 10 you've pinned. And then you can, and they're more likely to come into your feed. You're more likely to see what happens in those pinned groups than what happens in other groups. Does that make sense? So you go to groups, find the group you want to have a pin next to, and then make sure that it's pinned. But you can only pin 10 groups. I hope that makes sense.
Right.
I need to record that. I need to split that out. So when we make our video, for when we put this on YouTube, we need to make a second video. But yes, for that. So I'm just going to hold this up so you can take screenshots. Oh, one of my lights didn't work. So you can take some screenshots of what's in the little areas. So take a screenshot with either your iPad or your iPhone or whatever you're watching on. If you're watching on a PC, come back with an iPad or an iPhone.
So I've just put the kit up. It's $18.95. Its actual value is just under $20. I thought I'd discount it.
Oh, he's done a special deal on the kit, you know, of his own volition. Teaching him how to manage a craft store, and he's just like taking liberties here.
Yeah, listen here, young lass.
I'm older than you. Amelia worked out the other day that Mummy's older than Daddy.
Only by 9 months, dear.
No, it's not.
No.
So it
11
is.
months.
No, it's 3 weeks and 1 day short of a year. So every year for 3 weeks and 1 day, we're the same age.
Alright, so this kit doesn't
there we
have
go.
an image on it yet. We'll do that after class.
I'm going to put that there.
So there's the link for the kit.
So I hope I helped, and you know, I hope it made sense when I said about you can bring in a colour that's not. So I've just got a couple little roses, and I've got some cardstock and a bit of a, you know, fakey matte, and these flowers, and then I've got a little bit of my watercolour in the lilac, just so I can bring the lilac into the whole scheme of things. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just hold the phone for a second.
Okay. Oh, you're just going to do the edge.
I'm just going to put, I think this is going to finish it nicely. Oh, look at that. I like that. Just
There's
putting,
a beautiful page, lots of tips tonight, thank you.
so,
Fantastic, says Margidi, thank you.
but yes, when you're doing a canvas with flowers on, I'm going to say your paste is your best friend. Your paste and your palette knife. You know, bricks and mortar. Put it on. So there we go.
So clear paste works better, obviously.
Clear paste is better. You just got to work harder with the coloured stuff like I did, just to make sure it's hidden. And not get it all over your mittens. See? Dirty mittens. So thank you very much for coming along. I hope you enjoyed that. If you would like a kit, you will need to go and buy the kit. We're being very strong at not. We're going to try not to, you know, enter everyone's orders for them. It is an accounting nightmare when
we do that,
when
yeah.
he enters the orders manually. I'm going to say that, and I'm the accountant. Oh, I do the bookkeeping. The accountant doesn't see that because I have to fix all that before he gets it.
So I'll just put a link up for the gel medium, which is the clear paste. So if you've got anything that's
Yeah.
gel medium, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. So there you go. Thank you very much for coming along. Take care. Stay safe. Love you all. And yeah, don't forget we've got well over 400, 500 classes that you could watch in lockdown and laugh at how much we've changed and
Oh, I didn't put a link up for the group. Hang on,
and
I'll
how
do
many
that now.
times I say
Yeah, Redshaw.
Redshaw.
I'll put a
Yes.
link up for the group now for those that are wanting to join the Facebook group.
Working
Creative
on the
Family.
store. Yes, well, Deborah, you seem to like my changes in the online store. He's just putting a Creative Family group link up for anyone that's not in there. He, yeah, I enjoy the IT side of it.
Hello, Amelia.
Are you there yet, Quentin?
No, I've done something. It's alright.
Okay, we're not putting a link up to Creative Family group. Thank you for coming along. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.